Any questions? Good. It's all good, boss.
And he's right. He learned a lot very quickly, and it worked out very well because it makes it one less thing we got to worry about when it comes time for our meetings. So stepping out, becoming an official, you learn all the rules. You learn a lot of why things are done the way they're done. Okay, and it's not a bad thing. It helps out. So and Jimmy's one of the first and one of the last there on deck. So that's what happens when you're running the meeting. Yeah.
I do want to emphasize the same thing that Team UMA has said. All the officials are, I gave you pictures of this last week, and they showed a lot. They're in the front bag. Yes, they dread the heat, but they love being outside. So it's the excitement there for our community and stuff.
And he's right. The state meet, the way it's hosted, it's a voting process. It's a bidding and voting, and we're able to host it with the Aquahawks. And let me tell you, I've been in the meetings when people vote, and when our pool is in, it's not even close. And it's going to be even more that way now. So, a couple more updates about state and changes and whatnot. If you're new, we have state meets, those are qualifying meets at the end of the season. And that's kind of the goal, the team goals to build our team to get as many state qualifiers as we can have. So in the summer, it's going to be here. If you've been around long enough, you know that in the school year, we have two. We've got a senior state meet and a 14 and under state meet. And I put these 2024 to 2028 motivational time standards. I didn't print off that many at school, only about 12 copies. But this is what a lot of these awards and a lot of these meets are based off of. So just going forward, because this year was kind of crazy with some of the qualifying times. For our meet this summer, double B, state qualifying time, okay? For the senior state meet, which happens at the end of March, that was a custom qualifying time, which was a little frustrating, wasn't it, Jeff, when we found that out? I found that out late. But now I know early, we can get that out to you early. For the 14 and under meet in the spring, it's double B as well. Okay? But that doesn't mean you can't go if you don't have one. If you have a B and you're on a relay, there's a bonus structure to get you in the meet. Okay? That's what we work for, guys. And the bottom line is you got to go to meets. It's what practice is for. It's for you to see how much better you've gotten, your coaches to see. Okay? And it's competitive. It's fun to race. It's what we do. So back there on the back pew where my dad's sitting, I also printed out quite a few team packets. I made that a couple of years ago, so a couple of things may have changed. But the structure of the team, kind of our philosophy and other things has not. So if you're new, feel free to grab one of those. All right, now, this year has been a challenge for everyone, and I am so thankful for those two pools letting us do what we did. They were extremely grateful. I met a lot of people, got a new swimmer back there. Sawyer, raise your hand because of that. And it's been a blessing. But this year had a lot of lows, had some highs, had some lows. And all years are like that. Okay? It's never going to be just an easy ride. I have to remind myself that every day. But being back in our pool, it's going to be fun. Okay? And I'd like for you parents, if you have fundraising ideas, anything, so we can get cameras, backstroke wedges that go in the water to help a backstroke start, wedges that go on the blocks, new blocks. We've also got other people interested in donating some money that we can put towards that. But Tyson, we talk about that a lot. Jeff, we talk about that a lot. Jimmy, we talk about that a lot. Now it's time. Okay, now it's time we can start moving ahead. All right. So tonight, our awards, we're going to go through like we did last year. We have a first, second, third year award. and we'll call out first year swimmers, and you'll come up. If this is your first year, or even if in August, when we had our last banquet, you came, come up again. We want to recognize you. Coach David's going to give you a bronze medal. You're going to stand right up here, and we're going to take a picture. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing for second and third year, and then we'll move on to the next awards. So if this is your very first year, age doesn't matter. Come up here, right center to the stage.
Where's my medal?
Here, right up here, guys.
Right in the middle. Right, it's not your first year, buddy.
I thought.
Watch your step when you come up.
Is this your first year? Second year. You should. All of that. Second.
Somebody over here. There you go. Thank you. One more person. One more. Two. Break. Get right there.
Okay, let's give it up for your first year flag drivers. All right, congratulations, you guys. You may go sit down. Go sit down.
You're in my way. You're in my way. Let's try show that. No. Sister brothers have those.
Yeah. Looks good.
All right, at this time, if this is your second year being on the swim team and you're a second year member, come up, you get a silver medal. Come stand right front and center.
Oh my God. Get up there. Get up there. There's a big.
No one's about it. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Let's get a little closer. We gotta get in. Alright, that should be good.
You know there's plastic is put on these?
Oh no. Oh, there's plastic. Oh, that's gonna suck for the camera. Haley, scoot over. Get close to Carter.
It's fine, Kate. Put your arms down so we can see your bed.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay, scoot over a little bit.
All right, let's give it up for our second year swimmers. Thank you, guys. You may have a seat.
Why do we
Watch
have
your
steps?
step.
Where's the step?
Okay, and if this is your third year swimming with tide riders,
I told you
come
to
on
put a
up here.
mattress down there.
Third year, you will get a gold medal.
This is my
Third
third.
year
I
swimmers.
think it's like my fourth year.
Yeah?
I don't know. I know you. I know.
I'm pretty sure it's something you guys have to do.
I don't know. I didn't get one last year, so I'm standing out here taking pictures. I completely forget what year I am. I know I've been on the swim team for much longer than.
I think it's about 4.
No, I've been like 5.
Yeah.
5 or 4. I know it hasn't been more than 5.
All right, let's give it up for our third year gold medal winners.
Okay, like 45 minutes putting those stairs over there, and you just jump.
Oh, buddy.
It's so long putting that.
Okay, so next we have our certificates. And then remember I mentioned time standards by age group. This is kind of what this is about. Once you get to a time where you fall under the B or double B, it's kind of like a grade for your stroke or that event. Okay, so we have on average what each kid has, and I've got a certificate for them, and it goes by stroke. They'll get a grade of their stroke. And if you don't have one of these, once again, you have to go to meets. If you go to meets, you give yourself opportunities. Okay? If you don't, you're just practicing. So go to the meets. All right, our first swimmer, and when you hear your name, come on up here, get up here, get the certificate, is Clay Bingham. In freestyle, Clay has a double A. In breaststroke, he has an A. In butterfly, he has a B. In individual medley, he has a double B. Our next swimmer is Asher Cook. In the freestyle, Asher has an A. In the backstroke, he has a double B. In the butterfly, he has a B. In the breaststroke, he has a B. And in the IM, double B. Our next swimmer, this is the first time she has gotten a time under a category, is Grace Cruz. And right now, Grace has only got a freestyle score of a B, but she works hard. She's about to get worked really hard. So that's going to be added. The next swimmer is Skylar Hinahan. Okay, in the freestyle, Skylar has a double B, and in the backstroke, he has a B. Our next swimmer is Carter Ireland. Carter decided to work real hard and went ahead and didn't start out with just a B. He got a double B. So in freestyle, double B. Okay, our next swimmer is Calvin Reef. Calvin's worked hard at trying new events and it's paid off. So in freestyle, he's got a double B. In backstroke, he's got a B. In butterfly, double B. And in IM, double B. Elijah Rice. In the freestyle, he has a double A. Double A. In the backstroke, double B. Butterfly, double B. And breaststroke, B. Thaddeus Rice. In the freestyle, that has a double A. In the butterfly, double B. in the IM double B. All right, our heart and spirit, our next swimmer, Connor Scarlett. In the freestyle, Connor has a double B. In the backstroke, he has a B. In the breaststroke, he has a B. In the IM, a B. Our other highly spirited and really somebody you can't go anywhere without is Mr. Trey Hudlow. In the freestyle, Trey has a double A. In the backstroke, an A. In the breaststroke, a double B. In the butterfly, an A. And in the IM, an A. Man, you're almost all A's. Okay, our next swimmer, Miss Abigail Simon. In the freestyle, Abby has a triple A. In the backstroke, she has a double A. In the breaststroke, she has an A. In the butterfly, she has a double B. And in the IM, she has a double A. Okay, Grace Simon. In the freestyle, Grace has a double A. In the backstroke, a double B. In the breaststroke, a double B. In the butterfly, a double B. And in the IM, an A. Okay, and to complete it out, Mia Simon. In the freestyle, Mia has a triple A. In the backstroke, she has a double B. In the breaststroke, she has a triple A. And in the IM, she has an A. So there's one missing. Is there one missing, you guys? I think there's one stroke missing. What's that stroke, Mia?
Back.
Ah. Okay. Next swimmer, Miss Aubrey Wickerad. In the freestyle, Aubrey has a B. In the backstroke, she has a B. In the breaststroke, she has a B. And in the individual medley, she has a B. Okay, and once again, I bring this back up because like Aubrey, she was a 9 and 10-year-old last year. She aged up. So when you do that, you age up in your bracket for the motivational time standards, and you got to start back where your time was. Maybe it was an A in the 9 and 10, but it may be a double B or a B in the 11 and 12. So that's kind of how this works. And I will email this out because you use this a lot. Okay, it's good. It's good for goal setting. It's good for the kids to see. It's not good for them to live it though. You don't want to be trapped thinking about times all the time. They just kind of want to be like guidelines, not the things that are set in stone. So that's kind of what this is. It's a tool. All right, our next award is the Tide Rider Award, and once again, I'm going to reiterate, you have to give yourself opportunities by going to meets. Every meet you go to is an opportunity. Every race you go to is an opportunity. And an opportunity for what? So for this award, we take some criteria, okay? Seconds dropped in short course and seconds dropped in long course. So those are two right there. And then we take points scored. Okay, at a swim meet, if you place, you will score points. Okay, and then the fourth is how many meets you went to. So if you go to 2 meets, your opportunities are not nearly as great as if you went to 8, 9, 10. okay? And sometimes it's not great to go to every single meet. Sometimes it's fine to just take a break. You just went one last weekend. And we try to plan it that way with our schedule to where we're not overloading you. Some teams overload people. We don't want to do that. We want to see growth in practice, and then we want to see it be done at the meets, okay? So that's with the Typewriter Award. We split it by age group, and we have 9 and 10-year-olds first. And for the girls, our 9 and 10-year-old Typewriter Award winner is Miss Grayson Bull. Grayson is in the bronze group with me, and she works very hard. Congratulations, Grayson. And for the 9 and 10-year-old boys, we have Sawyer Bull. Sawyer works very hard as well. He got moved up to the silver group with Coach David, and he continues to work on his skills. Okay, congratulations, Sawyer. All right, so in the 11 and 12 age group, for the girls, we have Aubrey Wickerad. Aubrey, like I said, went through the aging up process, and it's almost like you're gonna start over again. You're a little man on the bottom, but congratulations. And for the boys, 11 and 12 Typewriter Award, we have Mr. Cannon Hudlow. Cannon Hudlow. Cannon works hard, he sharpens his skills, and he listens to Coach David. Most of the time in practice, only, but if it wasn't for this kid, slideshow, a lot. So, Cannon, you do a great job. I'm proud of you, dude. All right, at the 13, 14-year-old age group, for the girls, we have Grace Cruz. Grace is in the silver group with Coach David. Going into, are you going to be a ninth grader next year? Good, so going into high school swimming. And she works hard, very hard. And you, once again, when you go to meets, you give yourself opportunities. Congratulations. Okay, and for the 13, 14 boys, we have Mr. Clay Bingham. I see Clay every day at Darby, and he's a multi-sport athlete, okay? And he's realizing this time that this is kind of where you got to start choosing. But he's a killer breaststroker, and he likes to sprint. So Clay, congratulations. All right, for the 15, 16-year-old age group, this was very close. This was very close. Okay, for the women, we have Mia Simon. Okay, all three of these girls just work so hard, and they're lucky to have each other, because that's who they can beat up on each other in practice. Congratulations. And for the boys, 15, 16 Typewriter Award, we have Asher Cook. Asher will be there at 5 a.m. tomorrow, I know that. We'll make it happen. Asher, I'm proud of you. You pick hard events, you embrace the pain. That's what it takes. Right, and for the 17 and over age group, for our girls, our leader, Miss Grace Simon. I'm very proud of Grace. Like I said, she's a leader, and she's made a lot of mental adjustments this year that have let her finish strong. Because it can be tricky your senior year, but she finished in a way that I don't know, it's pretty good, don't you think? Congratulations. Right, and for the boys, 17 and over, we have Trey Hudlow. Trey's kind of had one of those years where time was just dropping every time he got in the pool. And like Grace, he made a mental adjustment. He embraced some hard events that make you tougher. And in the end, he just became a whole different swimmer. So very proud of you. Congratulations, Trey. Okay, so that wraps up our typewriter awards. Now, next award, this is called the IMX Award, okay? And this is a USA Swimming program. It has to do with doing all the events. When you heard me talk about the certificates, some people were missing certain strokes, okay? And this is a program that you got to swim a 200 free, a 50 back, a 50 fly, a 50 breast. You got to cover all the strokes and then a little bit of a distance and an IM. So if you are 13 to 18, you got to do a 400 or 500 free and then a 200 of all the strokes, a 200 IM, and a 400 IM. If you're 11 or 12, you have to do a 400 or 500 free, 100 back, 100 breast, 100 fly, and 200 IM. Okay, and if you're 9 or 10, 200 free, and then 100 of each stroke and a 200 IM, which can be very difficult for a 9 and 10-year-old. I'm not going to ask that of you. But what USA Swimming does is it compares you nationally with a point system based off your ranking in those events. Older kids, 200s, and 400 IM, 500. So we are going to celebrate the top three finishers in the IMX Award. Okay, and in third place with 3,339 points is Grace Simon. Grace has decided to add the 200 butterfly to one of her events, and I think in college, because she's done it in high school, it's going to be something you may have to do again. But I'm proud of you. This is something that takes work, and you got to keep doing the hard events. Good job. And in second place with 4,094 points, Trey Hudlow. I believe it was the senior state meet. Trey, didn't you have the 200 back and 200 fly on the same day?
Yep.
So 2 fly, 2 back, and mile. And that's a combo of events I had to do in college. So, and I'm glad he's doing it now because he may have to do it in college. But you get used to it. It's something you do. It's normal. No big deal. Proud of you, dude. All right, in first place with 4,477 points is Miss Abigail Simon. Well-rounded swimmer, works very hard, still got time, and this girl's hungry. I like working with you, girl, so keep it up. Proud of you. All right, so that concludes the typewriter awards. We'll move over towards the high school awards. We have letters, okay, and what it takes to be a letter winner is you gotta be top 16 at conference, okay? And a lot of high school swimmers just want to do the same events. And believe it or not, 50 and 100, those are what everybody does the same events all. It's the easiest, most popular events. So if you spread it out, if you work harder, you put yourself in a better chance to letter or to get top 16. Because as I did some of these, I noticed, man, if they would have done this, I think they would have got it. Okay, if they would have, and that's something we'll have to have a conversation about. The top 16, first year letter winners, you guys would come up when you hear your name. I'm going to say all the names. Come up, I'll say the name individually. Okay. First year letter winners, we have Angelo Dodro, Skylar Heenahan, Connor Scarlett, Mia Simon, Thad Rice, and Jordan Fanning. Come on up here.
You don't have to go up there, I'm glad. Oh God. It's not from him or
Okay, so these are your first year lettermen. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay, take a seat. And making the state high school meet is not, it's not easy, but it's exciting. It's a different format than just time standards. And so if you work hard and you watch where you place and keep your track of where you're at, you got a good chance. Okay? So our second year letter winners, they will receive just a bar. We have Trey Hudlow, Asher Cook, and Carter Jackson. Trey and Asher, come on up. All right, congratulations, guys.
Right.
Right.
I will.
Thank you. Are you in some?
Okay, our third year letter winners, we
He's trying
have
to take photos.
Grace and Abigail Simon,
He don't care.
Eli Rice, and Nyla Kalen.
Stand please. Yes, Robert, what would you like?
All right, congratulations to our third year letter winners. Okay, and our one and only fourth year consecutive letter winner is Mr. Timothy Tran. Okay, and let's see, would you mind getting a video? I told Michelle I'd get a video.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Just a second.
I'm gonna honor Angelo with his awards this year. So we have tide rider Angelo Dodro, who in the freestyle has an A, and in the backstroke has a B. And Mr. Dodro also is a first year letter winner in the probably two hardest events, 50 and the 100 freestyle. So congratulations to you, Angelo. All right. Our next award is our most improved high school swimmers. Okay, and this is based off time. This is all time. Okay, and in the female division, we have Miss Abigail Simon. Abby went through a couple struggles with some injuries the past couple of years and came back really motivated. And it was really fun going through all the events and seeing how you were just dropping across the board at random meets, random school meets and random fun meets, because you changed your head and you just thought about racing. Okay? And when you do that, it's fun. Congratulations. All right, and I've been very excited about this award because this young man, I remember teaching how to swim just not too long ago, a couple summers ago, and things clicked. He kind of liked it, kind of like being around some of the people. And he's a joy to coach and a fun kid. So, Mr. Carter Ireland, get up here. So, a couple stats was I think you were 117 or 118 last year in the high school 100 freestyle, and this year you were what? 59. So in 1 year. So congratulations. All right, and that leaves us with our last award, our last recognition. That's our seniors. So when I call your name, you come up here, get your towel, and just stay up here. I'll have an opportunity for you to express any advice to any later generations in the room, something that can keep you going when Coach Tom or Coach David get too hard for them. But our first senior, she's not here, but Miss Kate Bunnell. Okay, and our second senior, someone very special, Miss Nyla Kalen. Okay, Grace Simon, come up here. Grace attends Grace Academy that swims for Southside, and she's going to go on to Southwest Baptist. Nyla, you were going to UCA, is that correct? Yes. Okay. All right. Our next swimmer who is present is Mr. Timothy Tran.
I can't see it.
Okay, and our last senior of the night is Mr. Carter Ireland. So this is the goal, you guys. I tell a lot of swim coaches, especially ones that I kind of think are doing too much, hey, back off, dude. We're just logistics companies trying to get this package to the end. You want to ruin the product before it can get to the end? No. Okay, and this is the end. So I'm very proud of you guys. It's been a long journey, a lot of swim practices, and I want to give you the opportunity to give a little bit of advice. Anything you think that would help, or a memory, or just something you're gonna miss to these kiddos who doing what you were doing a couple of years ago. Okay, so I'll start with you, Carter.
I'm Carter Ireland. Been swimming for 2 years now. Started July, I guess, of 2023, just taking lessons with Coach Tom. It was a weird experience, not really knowing how to swim, learning with my brothers. But practiced for a few weeks, learned how to swim, was invited to join the team. Uh, when I joined the team, I joined Silver, was really hard, was a lot of work, but I learned through just showing up, through practicing, through putting in the effort. When you're there, you get a lot further, you learn a lot, and you become a better person for it, for yourself, but also in your mental state, and also if you use it properly, you can become better friends with people, and also you can grow with God. My best advice for any younger swimmers would just be, if you're showing up to practice, put in the effort. You're not going to make every single practice, but if you're there, put in the time, put in the effort, put in the work, so that you benefit from it.
Hello. I've been here for a bit, but it feels so weird to graduate. But like Carter said, I believe you should keep going, basically. When it gets rough, keep on trying to keep going. Keep on just putting in the effort, because it might not seem like it, but eventually you will get there. Eventually you will be able to do it. And also, I feel like that gym right there will be like it. But keep your feet up.
I would say, I'm the type to really focus on times and be really time specific, and you just have to remember that swimming is supposed to be fun, and just make sure you're having fun while doing it.
I definitely think that the people around you matter the most because they're going to keep you encouraged and they're going to help you push through. And you might think that you are doing so bad, but truly you're not because the people around you are helping you with that. And Tom and Katie are probably the best people I have around, especially when it comes to swim. So.
All right, year 2025 seniors.
That's not, you know.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys can go take a seat. Okay, I've got a quick little recognition and then a couple announcements, and then we'll conclude the evening. Okay? Braden, right in the middle. Raise your hand, Braden. Just notified he qualified for the Special Olympics. He's in the silver group. Very hard. All right, so just like the seniors said, you guys, this is much more than swimming. It's relationships. It's finding out about yourself. And I can't quit swimming. I love it. And I love sharing it. I didn't used to love sharing it, but I love sharing it with you guys. And I love watching you get better because you grow and you become who you're supposed to be. So I'm very proud of you parents, couple in particular, Jimmy, Jeff, Brooke, stand up. Where are you, Brooke? Brooke. This mama opened her home, spent hours on Canva making graphics, and we couldn't have done it without you. I couldn't have done it without you. Katie, my wife, thank you so much for all that you do. David, Coach David. And we really are a family, you guys. I mean, I've observed this, and you have too, parents. You go to meets, there's not many teams. There are no teams like us. They don't cheer like us. They don't have each other's back. Okay, that means more. So I'm very proud of y'all. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Feel free to